Hi, welcome back. It's Lucy from Craftberry Bush, and today I'm so excited to show you how to make this metal tin wall planter using tins from the dollar store. So, let's get started. For this project, you're going to need metal cookie tins, a utility knife, pliers, metal cutters if you have them, scissors, a ruler, super glue, I like to use E6000, spray paint, metal can tabs, felt, and hot glue. We're going to start by flipping over the lid of the tin, and with a utility knife, I'm just scoring the metal using a ruler as a guide. Just go back and forth a couple of times. This is a little tricky, but it definitely helps the process. Okay, once we've done this scoring, we're going to take our metal clippers. I unfortunately don't have any, so I'm using garden shears from the dollar store, so I'm not too worried if they get damaged. And then again, old scissors just to finish that cut. I'm going to go back and forth, just trying to aid the cutting process. This is a little tricky, and it's really sharp, so please be careful when you're working with this. Now once that's in half, I'm going to take the ruler and I'm going to once again score just below the line that we just cut. I'm just using the utility knife and going back and forth, and this is going to help the next step. It's going to make it a lot easier. So I'm going to take some pliers and I'm just bending the metal towards the back and just making sure that there is not a sharp edge on the edge of the lid. And this is, I think, optional. You could leave it as a sharp edge if you wish. It really is up to you, and later on I'll show you the difference. Once I was done with the edge, I took both the can and the lid outside and I gave it a good spray paint. I use white, but of course you can use whatever color you wish. Now for the next step, you want to make sure that the seam is at the top. This is very important, so remember that. So now we're going to flip the tin over and then take a little metal tab from a can and line it up to the seam at the top, and this is going to be the little hook from where we hang the planter. Now we're going to cut a little piece of felt and use a lot of hot glue, and we're going to stick the felt to hold the tab in place. So now it's time to attach the lid to the tin can, and I'm using E6000 to do that. I'm just going to apply it all along the edge and let it dry for about 24 hours. And this is where I wanted to show you the difference between the edge that I folded over and one that's a sharp edge. So you can see here, this one has little dents, and it's fine because it's going to be covered by the plants. But this one is a little bit cleaner, but it is sharp, so it is up to you. I also wanted to give you an alternative to the planters. This one's a little bit more work because you have to actually cut the wood, but I'm drawing around the tin, and I'm going to cut this out using a saw. And that was a little tricky. I'm not very good at it, so I'm just gonna sand it, make sure it's nice and even. And once it's all sanded, I'm gonna use again the E6000 to attach it to the top of the tin. And I think this one looks really cute as well. I let this dry for about 24 hours. And then I'm just going to place faux plants in this one. Now these are super light and pretty, but you can also use real plants if you wish. I would suggest just leaving them in the plastic pot because there is no drainage on this. Unless you're using maybe succulents, that might work as well. And like I said before, because these are so nice and light, all I needed was the push pin to hang them, and I think they look so pretty hanging on the wall. Which one do you like more, the wooden one or the simple white one? Let me know in the comments below, and I really hope you enjoy this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Bye!